Hello everyone, how was the day today? Hope you all are doing well and welcome to the Celebrity Aura. Today we are going to discuss about a very important and the popular personality in the Money Heist season named Berlin. Andre de Fonolisa, better known as his code name as Berlin, is one of the most complex and intriguing character from La Casa de Papel, Money Heist. Charismatic, manipulative, stylish, and ruthless at times, Berlin's life was a roller coaster of struggles and shaped by his childhood relationships, illness, and his unshakable pursuit of the grandeur. His life reflects a paradox, an elegant man with a broken soul caught between brilliance and darkness. Berlin was born in Spain into a middle class family, but unlike many around him, he was not destined for a quiet or simple life. His father was a struggling watchmaker who valued craftsmanship and intelligence over wealth. However, Berlin grew up in an environment where financial hardship was constant, and this shaped his early worldwide worldview. Life was unfair, fragile, and survival required cleverness. One of Berlin's earliest struggles was the absence of stable family. His mother was largely absent, and his father was emotionally distant, immersed in work, and often overwhelmed by the economic stress. This lack of the parental warmth instilled in Berlin both longing for love and an inability to form genuine connections later in life. He and his half-brother Sergio Marquina, the professor, shared a complicated but strong bond, both admiring and protecting each other despite their differences. As a young man, Berlin was exceptionally intelligent but also reckless. He developed a taste for luxury, fine suits, expensive wines, and artistic beauty. Yet the world did not offer these to him easily. He discovered early that society rewarded not morality but audacity. This realization pushed him toward con artistry, high-level theft, and elaborate scams. Berlin's early crimes were not just about the money, they were about exerting control over the world that had denied him fairness. He became skilled in jewel thefts, art, art heists, and the sophisticated robberies, earning a reputation across Europe. However, this path came with the loneliness, betrayal, and constant risk. He trusted few people and learned to make his vulnerability with arrogance and the charm. His struggle was internal as well as he craved admiration but feared truly intimacy. His marriage, five in total, were all disasters marked by passion, betrayal, and the heartbreak. Even time he tried to build a personal life, his darker instincts sabotaged it. He fell in love with a woman, but his inability to remain faithful or emotionally present led to inevitable collapse. Behind his witty persona, Berlin was a man who could not keep love. Perhaps the greatest struggle of Berlin's life was his degenerative disease, later revealed to be the Helmer myopathy. a condition that slowly destroyed his muscles and drained his vitality. Knowing he had only a few years left to live, Berlin was focused to stare death in the face while still relatively young. The illness shaped his outlook profoundly. On the surface, he became more flamboyant, living each day with a theatrical elegance, expansive suits, poetic speech, and unapologetic indulgence. But beneath that mask, he was haunted by despair. He knew time was running out, and that inevitability made him reckless. Every heist were relationship, every glass of wine was a rebellion against death itself. The disease also robbed him of normalcy. He could not plan for the future, have children, or dream of growing old with a partner. Instead, he embraced nihilism, believing beauty and glory mattered more than the morality. If life was fleeting, then at least he would live as a legend. Berlin's defining chapter came with the royalmint of Spain Heist, mastermind by his brother, the professor. This heist was not just about stealing the money, but it was about rewriting the destiny. For Berlin, it was a chance to leave a mark as history, to outwit the system and embrace his role as target hero. Inside the mint, Berlin's struggle was evident. One on hand, he was ruthless, killing hostages, intimidating others, and maintaining control through fear. On the other, he showed vulnerability, moments of tenderness, and even affection towards certain hostages like Arianda. The duality made him both hated and admired. The constant tension between the morality and survival weighed on him. Berlin wanted to be remembered as more than a thief. He wanted to be remembered as a leader, a man of culture, someone who turned crime into an art form. Yet his darker choices remind him of his own brokenness. When the police closed in, Berlin's true character emerged. Faced with the inevitability of capture, he chose sacrifice, knowing his illness would kill him anyway. He decided to hold off the police to his team, including the professor, could escape. His last stand was not just a tactical move, it was his way of giving meaning to his doomed existence. He died a hero in the eyes of his crew, though still a villain to the society. Beyond the crimes, Berlin's greatest struggle was with the love and loneliness. He married 5 times, always chasing companionship, but he could never sustain it. His charm attracted women, but his ego, indefinitely, and obsession with control pushed them away. His most heartbreaking relationship with the Titania, the only woman he truly loved, their love story was intense, filled with passion and creativity. But Tatiana eventually betrayed him, shattering his already fragile ability to trust. This betrayal haunted him for the rest of his life, leaving him even more guarded and cynical. Deep down, Berlin was not afraid of death. He was afraid of dying alone, unmembered, unloved. His highest, his flamboyance, his arrogance, all were defense against the emptiness he carried inside. Berlin's struggle was not just personal, it was symbolic. He represented the conflict between the brilliance and self destruction, beauty and cruelty, love and betrayal. His life was a constant war between his yearning for greatness and flaws that dragged him down. Even after his death, Berlin's presence lingered. The professor remembered him as both as brother and a fallen hero. His philosophy, love is the ultimate heist, echoed in later seasons, reminding everyone that Berlin's essence was not only in crime but also in his passionate pursuit of the meaning. By concluding the Berlin character, we can say that, and we can conclude that Berlin life was a tragic sympathy and composed of love, betrayal, illness, brilliance, and sacrifice. From his broken childhood to his failed marriages, from his reckless crimes to his courageous final stand, every chapter of his story reflected struggle. Yet through it all, Berlin lived unapologetically, refusing to bow to fate. His struggle was not just about the survival, it was about the defiance against a cruel world, against time, against death itself. And though he died on the step of the royal mint, he achieved what he always desired to be remembered, not as an ordinary man, but as a legend. So, this was the short and interesting story of the main character of the Money Heist, Berlin. If you like the video and you find that this is interesting, then you have to like the video and subscribe the channel, and also have to press the bell icon that you make us not get any delay from the latest video notifications. And you have to share the video with your friends. Have a nice day and good luck. Signing off.